Hey there, and welcome to the Contentment Creator Podcast, the show designed especially for creative entrepreneurs just like you who are committed to a beautiful life that's rooted in courage and contentment, and that's blooming with creativity and prosperity. I'm your host, Ellen Broen, a certified life coach, a singer, a mother, and a lover of alliteration, dogs, and deep conversation. This show is designed to become a part of your daily routine to help you, fellow contentment creator, dig deep to clarify your life vision, catalyze your creative flow, and fuel your entrepreneurial fire in just a few inspiring minutes each day. Each Thursday, we talk about consistency, and today's episode is all about the true source of consistency when you're struggling. Let's talk about consistency in parenting, but not in the way most people think about it. Because when we think of consistency, we often imagine an unwavering force of willpower. Someone who gets up every day, rain or shine, and just powers through for their family. But the truth is, willpower isn't what makes parents consistent. Support is. I recently shared something deeply vulnerable with my email community. And by the way, if you'd like to get sneak previews of upcoming episodes and my personal take on these topics, you can sign up for free using the link in the show description. What I shared was this. One of the symptoms of my current pregnancy has been prenatal depression. Now, for me, depression and anxiety aren't strangers. They're longtime companions that I've learned to manage over the years. And honestly, I felt like I'd gotten pretty good at it. Until suddenly, I wasn't. My body and hormones shifted, and with them, my mind didn't feel like my own anymore. Intrusive thoughts crept in, energy drained from me like water through a sieve, and I found myself struggling to show up the way that I wanted to for my family. And that's when I had to remember one very simple truth. Consistency isn't about never wavering. It's about never disappearing. It's not about forcing yourself to keep going. It's about making sure you're held up when you feel like you can't. Even though how I was showing up changed, I was still committed to being a consistent source of love and presence for my child, just in a way that adjusted to my capacity at the moment. And what that meant was 10xing the amount of support I was getting. I let my inner circle know what I was going through and texted with them instead of forcing myself to talk on the phone. I let my therapist and coach know, and I scheduled extra sessions when I needed them. I let my husband know that I'd need more from him, and I made sure to intentionally express appreciation for his extra support. I let my broader community know and welcomed connection with any others who'd been through similar struggles. I gave myself permission to pause, whether that meant this podcast, client sessions, or anything else that felt too heavy at the moment. I spent time and money on myself without guilt. I booked a self-care service I'd never tried before. I requested a few extra hours from our nanny every now and then, and I asked for favors from loved ones. And let me tell you, none of these things came easily. Even though I teach this work for a living, I still experience resistance, guilt, and negative self-talk when I'm in these phases. Because there's a voice in my head that says, you should be able to handle this. And another that whispers, other parents get through hard times without asking for so much help. And another that scoffs, you're not even working as hard as you used to. Why would you need more? But I didn't allow those voices to make decisions for me. I asked for support past the point of my comfort zone. And because of that, I was able to show up with as much consistency as I could muster. Now, let me be clear. Consistency during this season didn't look like it does when I'm at full energy. I wasn't keeping up with every routine. I wasn't showing up exactly as I had before. But I was still there. Because consistency isn't about rigid sameness. It's about commitment. It's the commitment to keep showing up, even when it looks different than before. And the way you do that when you're deeply struggling isn't by pushing harder. It's by letting yourself be held. So if you're in a tough season right now, if you're drained, overwhelmed, or feeling like you're barely getting by, I want to offer you this reminder. Ask for more help than you think you need. Give yourself permission to need more than usual. Let go of the shame that says you should be able to do this alone. Because when we normalize leaning on support instead of sheer willpower, we don't just survive the hard seasons. We show our kids what true strength looks like. Thank you so much for being here with me today and every day, truly. I can't tell you what it means to know that you get something for yourself from this podcast and to receive the affirmation that my voice matters. So thank you. And join me tomorrow when we explore how to let go of mom guilt and shame. If you enjoyed today's episode, please show your support by leaving reviews and comments. It would truly mean the world to me to hear from you. And hit that subscribe button so you never miss a day. And join me in my mission to help a world full of content creators become a world of contentment creators.